Hey guys, I'm Darren Miles with Darren Miles Photography, and I'm based here in beautiful, sunny Southwest Florida. Before we get started in this video, the first thing I want to do is I want to apologize for my absence over the last 3 weeks, but I want to tell you what happened. For those of you that follow my community page, you might be aware that my mom passed away about 3 weeks ago. Essentially, she had been suffering from a long-term chronic condition. She was 82 years old, and recently she had undergone triple bypass surgery and stayed 6 weeks in the hospital. We were actually kind of encouraged because they sent her home, and we thought, great, she's on the road to recovery. We're going to have her for a few more years. Unfortunately, about a week after she got home one morning, she just never woke up. She was rushed to the hospital in cardiac arrest and passed away on February 21st of 2020. So the last 3.5 weeks, as you can probably imagine, I haven't really been in the mood to make a YouTube video, but I think it's really important that when somebody dies, especially somebody really close to you, it's really important to pick up the pieces and move on. You have to move on. It's really not a choice, it's just something you have to do. And getting back in front of the camera for me is kind of therapeutic in a way, because YouTube is actually a pretty big part of my business. It's one piece of my business, but it's a big part of it because I actually enjoy getting in front of the camera and sharing my experiences of certain things with you guys. And on that note, and again, I don't mean to start this video on a somber tone, but I do want you to understand where I've been the last 3 weeks and just so you all understand why. But recently, I got a couple of these, and you're probably wondering, what the heck is this? So let me tell you, this thing is a little piece of awesome that has the potential to really make life simpler for a lot of people like me in some very specific situations. And I'm going to give you one great example as to how I've utilized this and how much it has been a lifesaver and life changer for me. So stick around and find out what these things are and how they can help you. So to answer the first question, what is it? This is called the iFootage C-Star. Essentially, this is a quick release system that is fantastic for attaching and detaching various cameras to support systems like this EDELKRONE that I'm demonstrating here. One of the issues, if you all are familiar with Gerald Undone, he did this fantastic video comparing the EDELKRONE Head Plus and slider to the Rhino Arc II system. And he talked about the myriad of issues that he was having with the EDELKRONE. And I found myself being very empathetic because I experienced a lot of the same issues. But one of the cool things about this C-Star is that it solves a problem that I've been having with my EDELKRONE. This is the Head Plus, and the way this is designed, it's funny, anytime you have the first generation of any product, the way it's designed, typically they'll make improvements upon it with Gen 2, or competitors will take something like this and then do something great, like what Rhino has done with the Arc II, for example. But anyway, this is the Head Plus. This thing is really expensive. This is probably like $1,500 or $1,800. There's two different versions. This is the one that holds 10 pounds. But the way this works, you have to connect the Head Plus to the Slider Plus via this hole, this thread right here, this 1/4 inch hole, and you have to place it on top of the 1/4 inch thread here on the Slider Plus, and then you rotate and get this on here. Problem is, sometimes because this is so heavy and it tips a little bit, I started noticing that metal shavings were coming out of here, and I was starting to strip this. And I was thinking to myself, over the long haul, this is not a very good system. This is going to break eventually. Eventually the threads are going to strip and I won't be able to tie this thing down. I need an alternative. And then iFootage, who I've done some work for before, and by the way, in full disclosure, they did send me 2 of these, and they did this in exchange for me to do this video for them, and I'm grateful. So thank you guys. These are fantastic and actually suits my specific purpose beautifully. You'll note you have 1/4 inch and 3/8 here. This thing pushes down. You can do 1/4 inch or 3/8. And what's so great about this is that this setup of doing this, tying it down, making sure it's right, because sometimes I'll get it and it'll be wobbling like crazy because I know I did it wrong. What's so great about this is now with the C-Star, this is fantastic. So I got this right here, the plate, and I rotate it in like so. I got to hold the EDELKRONE so this doesn't spin so I can tie this. Or tighten it. It's really tight now. And then we take the base plate and put it over the 1/4 inch thread of the EDELKRONE here. And I want to lock this down. Now, one of the things that iFootage tells you, that every one of these comes with an Allen wrench. There are 2 Allen screws in here that you can tighten manually to really lock this thing into place to make sure it doesn't move. So now I've got the plate and the quick release system here, and then I do this. It's going to line it up right. You'll see here in a second, and just like that, pop. Check it out. This thing is super industrial strength. These are incredibly strong. I mean, these are strong. I don't know how much they can hold, but I'm sure it's a lot. Because it can do this like nothing, and there's also no wobble. This doesn't wobble at all. It doesn't, I mean, the only thing that's wobbling is the Head Plus itself. But, you know, the Head Plus wobbles, but there's no wobble coming from the connector. But anyway, these are the iFootage C-Stars. I love this. This has been a great thing for me personally, especially if you utilize an EDELKRONE Head Plus like I do, a quick release plate like this. I know there are other ones out there, but I've never seen one like this, nothing this strong and nothing this quick. This will save you time so you won't have to break down between, if you do, like I do a lot of real estate videos, so when I go from room to room to room, I won't have to take it apart anymore. I just have to pop it off like this, and then pop it back on, and off I go. It's amazing. So the iFootage C-Stars, check them out, link down below to purchase them. I'm Darren Miles with Darren Miles Photography, based here in beautiful, sunny Southwest Florida. If you like videos like this, go ahead and give me a like, or better yet, subscribe, and until the next time, happy shooting.